Hey guys, as you saw probably in the thumbnail, I knocked it down before I recorded. Dumb thing to do, I know. But I've had to put these little bits of half slabs on top um, of the mushrooms because yeah, they were growing to big ones. Now, I've been on here for quite a while sorting this stuff out, and what I noticed is the white mushrooms don't really grow fast at all. I think I've had one grow. Uh, and the opposite is true of the red mushrooms. I think there's three down there. I know there's one there, I think two over there. So it's just frustrating because I don't really want them. And I only put, was it two? Yeah, two down because I'm like, oh, I don't really want a lot of them. Now I think there's something that I'm missing. I think the problem I'm having is that mushrooms don't grow well next to each other, and I think there's still a little bit of issue with the mushrooms growing in in the daylight. I know that there's issues with the regular ones growing on regular blocks in the daylight, and I think that extends to the even on the mycelium. Probably not as much because it's an sped up growth rate. But one thing I want to make sure is that none of them can grow to full size. Uh, and I think hopefully there's not enough room for the red ones to grow. They are quite annoying. Oh my word, man. I didn't realize how many blocks I need for this. I'm also placing them here. Dagnabbit. There you go. Placing these blocks is sometimes a pain. Oh, here we go. I'll go this way. Oh, I'm already done. Ugh. Yeah, and I still need to get more half slabs, so... Oh! I could be getting the other version of these, but I honestly don't think it's going to matter. I don't think it's going to matter. I could be getting by getting 4, I still get double. So there's no major change there when I do it this way. The only big change when I do it this way, yes, I just get double, is that I can also get these. So, and those. Oh, whoa. Oh, fences, yeah. And then, okay. Anyway, so I'm doing that. Now, the next step is once I get a roof on this thing to stop them from growing, like those. I really don't want them to grow. Is to then get them... Plus I'm taking away the spawnable spaces too by putting these half slabs here. And then next I want to also get started on getting the electronical or component side of this build done. Because, yeah, I wonder what I should do there. I'm thinking... something like that. I like that texture. That looks cool. It makes it... Yeah, I like that. I'll keep that. Do the same on this side, and I also need to finish doing that as well. Boom. That looks cool. I like these micro, small block. I don't know. I'm going to call them micro blocks. I know that's a mod pack, but I'm just going to call them micro blocks because that's what they are. They're small blocks. Or mini blocks. I'll call them mini blocks. Just so I'm not referencing a Forge mod and getting people confused. Anyway, so, yeah, I'm going to finish this up. And then what we need to do... Oh, crap. I'm stuck down here now. What we need to do is get the timing set for it. And I might extend the timing to this. I'll just have to remember to fill them up again. Not too big of a deal, but I will have to remember that. I need to fill, that up again. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to make this another story high with something else. I don't think so. I think this is enough for this build. But let's go inside and let's have a count, shall we? Let's count how many of each thing we have, because I can tell you right now... Well, that's not cool. Oh, that's why. There we go. So I can tell you right now, look, there's one... Oh, sorry, there's two. But there's... That's it. There's one. Like, I know mushrooms grow slowly, but that's ridiculously slow. Even though it's automated, that's ridiculously slow. I was going to have this set to go off every day. You know what I mean? Like, every day it'll go off and clear this out. But it's like, I've got 3. And more from the one I don't want than from the one I do. Oh, shoot. So, yeah. Not happy about that one. Not happy. Oh. Don't have enough room. Anyway, so I'll be back and we'll get this sorted. I'm not sure what I should do here. Kind of want to put a road in, but I'm not too sure. I think I'll just put a road in for now, just for me getting here, because I'm working on this a bit. But yeah, don't know what I want to do long term. It does look really cool. This build here is definitely going to need to change, because it means I can't see how cool that build is over there. This is sort of also getting coolified, but obviously not as fast. It is cool though. I will say this one is cool. Not as cool as that one. That one has a really good look to it. And it's going to be really functional once we get that last piece of it once a day clearing the system. Now the problem is, and I mentioned it in the last episode, making sure it only clears it once. That's going to be the problem. No matter how you look at it, that's going to be the problem. So I'll have to figure out a way to solve that. Yeah, anyway, I'll be right back. Alright guys, I am back. So, I've made myself a detector. And what we're going to make now is something really cool. And you don't actually need this guy to make it. It's something we could have made a long time ago. I didn't really know about it. Probably should have thought about it. But there's no real use for it. Unless you have a detector block, really. So, there we go. This is called a lens. So a lens does, well, one real thing. If there's a light behind it... Whoa. That's weird. I'm guessing it's showing me that the light is on. Oh yeah, there. Can't you see the light over there? So this torch is enough to make light. So if I stick a torch behind this guy, it'll shoot a light off into the distance. So that's what we use in Better Than Wolves for long distance communication. So instead of shooting out a bunch of redstone, which wastes a lot of redstone, not to mention the distance of redstone tapers out as it goes on and is less and less effective to the point where it no longer reaches. This, on the other hand, goes very far. Very far indeed. So, for instance, if I plop that there, stick this here. Oh, shoot. Put it down the wrong spot. Let's try it right here. Alright. Put a torch. Is this blocking it? Alright, let's see. It's still going. Right here. It's currently right there. Break this guy. And is it reaching this point? One quick way to tell. Yeah, look. It's even reaching this point. That light block has shot all the way over to here. And it's an instant light. It's like in real life. And it's still actually pointing against that. So, let me put my stick back there. There we go. So yeah, you can tell that it's still going. And of course, because I'm here, I'm blocking the light. That lets me know that I'm blocking it by showing that light below me. And that's from a torch. Now lenses can also shoot back into lenses, so I can have a lens here, aimed there, shooting at another lens, shooting at another lens, shooting at another lens, and I can actually click a button and send a signal way out over there to say, hey, make a pulse. So how do you capture that signal? Well, you plop one of these guys down, and you stick a detector block. Now, obviously there's nothing going on. The second I put light there, notice how the detector block notices, hey, there's something going on here. I'm going to send a signal. But the second I step in front of it, it stops. Obviously the downfall is right here because I'm still in front of it. But the second I stop it, it turns off. The second the light goes off, it turns off. And so that allows you to send signals far distances instead of using redstone. Now it is quite expensive because as you saw, it takes 6 gold, 1 diamond. And early on in the gameplay, it's pretty expensive. For me, it's not that expensive. I've found quite a few diamonds. I have several blocks of diamonds, actually, at this point. And I've also got a fair bit of gold. And that's not all my gold. I got more gold than that, so... got a fair bit of gold. Not too worried about that. So what other uses can you use a lens for, and why have I made one? Here's the dealio. If I plop... oops, that's the wrong way. If I plop this guy up like this... oh, no, wrong way around, sorry. Let's try that again. If I take this guy and plop him up like this, he's facing the sky. Now, if I also then build this up like so, and I stick this guy like that. Now, I'm going to place a redstone signal right there. Nothing, right? There's nothing happening. But the second I break that, look, it's on. Why? Because what this is doing is this top is sensing the light. It's actually sensing the sunlight. And if I remove that, it's actually going to have like a single block for which it's actually detecting. Yeah, so that's what we're going to use this for. We're going to use this for a daylight sensor. Some uses for a daylight sensor. Chicken coop. Obviously, morning time chicken lay the eggs, so you want to make sure you feed them again in the morning. So the second the morning happens, that tick goes off and lets you know it's morning. It could also be a way of notifying you that it's morning time when you're down in the mine. Stick one of those guys on, all the way down the mine as long as it's a huge hole, and you can send some kind of light system to, hey, look, it's day. For me, and for us, we're going to be coming over here, and we're going to be using it in this build. Now, I've got to figure out where exactly to use it, because we don't want it messing with anything else we've got. And it's also got to be over here. So I'm thinking, oh, it's going to look so ugly if we just leave it right there. We'll put it right here. I mean, yeah. Why not? Why not at this point? So we put that facing up. Dig ourselves a little hole so we can place this facing... oops, wrong way. Alright, let's try that again. We'll just put a block up here for now. And then, there we go. Alright, so that should hopefully have done it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so now it's on. It's a cool looking little doohickey right here, just doing nothing. And of course, if I remove this block, the rain will also be detected by the detector block there. So what I've got to do now is I've got to bring a signal of this down. And I think the only way I can really do that is by doing something like this. And going further down. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Like this. And so this light is on during the day. These guys are going to be turned on. They're currently not on at all, but they're not off, if you know what I mean. So even though they're off, they're not going to suck a block in. They only suck a block in when they're turned off. So if they're on and then switch to off, it sucks the block in. And that's important. Oh, yay, we got another one. Alright, so it does take a little bit of time. And I think what I've got to do is just I know I want 3 of them, but man, yeah, I might be getting most of those. Anyway, alright, so what we'll do is we'll come down here, and we'll go down 1. And this is, I think we're in the right spot. Yeah, here we go. Alright, so there's 2 things we gotta do here. We gotta make sure that they're always on, and that they only get turned off at nighttime. Or daytime. It doesn't really matter which... Oops, that's wrong. That's wrong. That's so wrong. Here we go. Doesn't matter when they get turned off. They just need to be turned off during the daytime. So we'll just grab one of those. Oop. Not there. Yeah, I've got to also make sure that nothing gets spawned down here either. That would be really bad if they could, so we'll just... Right, yeah? Yeah? Is that good? Alright, and then what I'll do is I'll make a bunch of these. And I don't have any redstone torches. Okay, so I'll basically what I'm going to do, and I'll tell you before I do this. I'm going to place a redstone torch there. And on each one of these, so that it turns them on. This is going to have an on signal. And I'll have another redstone torch somewhere here. Which... Oh, how do I do that? Just thinking. I'd have to have them go... I have to have them go this way. Okay. Because the redstone's going to have to flick in, turn everything off. The other thing is, because of the distance, I may actually need to have an extending circuit as well. Because that's the farthest distance, and I think that might be a little bit too far. I don't know. We will see. We will see how it goes. Let me just go get those. Let me just get the redstone, and I'll be right back, guys. Alright, getting this thing set up, guys, I noticed that actually putting the water there was a bad idea. It kept getting stuck. I kept getting mushrooms stuck here and on the other side, but it seems that now that I've done it this way, it might work. So, don't know what that means for this. If this is the right one to pull. Yep. Yep, that was my fear. That was my fear. I guess maybe if I pull that one out. That might work. Let's break that and do it again. Yeah, so when I had it right behind there, there was dead spots. I don't mind which direction. There's a dead spot right there. See, that's... Oh, wow. Ha! That's pretty cool. Yeah, when you have water flow over top of those. Alright, let's block that off again. Clear it. And do this. Let's see what happens. Dead spot. So hoping for no dead spots. Doing this might actually create more dead spots. I don't know. Actually, I don't think there are any dead spots. No. I think I've created a dead spot free zone. Okay, so if you're following along with me building this thing, you're going to have to put one on each corner and then two in the middle. That was my fault. I should have figured that out when I first tested the water flows, but I didn't for whatever reason. And now I've got some cool mossy cobblestone. So these are going to have to change. This guy is going to have to go there. And where are my... There they are. That's not what I wanted to do. How did... Oh, okay. Anyway, and then right underneath these two is where I want to have the other one. So I think I'll just put down these for now. Boom, boom. Perfect. And then the last one's going to go over here. Boom. And then I need one here, so I'll do that and then that. Awesome. Okay, so now I'll just fill the rest of these in with some stone brick, and I think I'm going to be missing some because some fell down. Oh no, that's because there's one of those. There we go. Awesome. Right, so let's go down here and fix the damage. And then also we've got to spin everything around again. Oh crap. Oh no, that's okay. For a second there I thought it was something bad. Alright, so this is where the guy is now. Which means I've got to place that there. And hopefully the signal goes that far. Might not go that far, and that would be a pain if it doesn't. Right, and did I pick up the other? I think I did. Yeah, I did. Well, I just want to make sure. Yeah, I did. Alright. Okay, so I just need to refill this in. Oh, crap, I broke that. Dagnabbit. Which means I lost one of the things. Oh, well. Let me lose some. Right, there we go. And then we'll just put these in between. Now, the other one is... Where are they? These ones? Yeah, those. Okay. And so that is the difference here. I've got two right there. They are those exact ones? Yeah, okay. So I need to put those and then chuck that. There we go. And did I... No, I did not. Okay. I'm going to finish this off and I'll be right back, guys, as soon as I am. Oh, crap. Okay, I'll be right back in a second. Alright, guys, I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but I'm obviously doing something wrong because this is still receiving a signal even though it's nighttime. So it doesn't seem like a daylight sensor at all, it's just a light sensor. And because obviously this isn't going to be freaking pitch black, why would it be pitch black? Why would I make this pitch black? What use is this if it has to be pitch black in order for me to use it? Like, why would I want to know that it's pitch black? I would know that already, wouldn't I? How would that help me with an automatic system? I have no freaking clue. It doesn't make any sense. It's annoying. So, obviously I've done something wrong? I don't think so. From everything that I can tell, I've done everything right. So, I have no clue. One thing that I have to change is this, just because there's two next to each other, so I have to have that signal different. But please let me write in the comments below if you know how to do the daylight sensor, because I thought I did. And for all practical purposes, when I was playing in creative mode, it worked. It worked. I was yeah, it worked. Now, for whatever reason, it does not work, which is really annoying. I mean, if it works in creative, why doesn't it work in regular? Obviously that means that I've done something wrong, but what did I do wrong? Like, I have it so that the daylight sensor's pointed, the detector block is pointed up. The daylight sensor should, the lens should be able to see whether or not there is any kind of sunlight, and accordingly it should let me know. I don't understand why it's being so finicky. Okay, so it's daytime, right? So obviously we know that this works. should be on. So if I break this, yeah, that works. And then I put this up here. Will that do? No. See what I mean? It's freaking worthless. It's not a nighttime sensor at all. It's a light sensor. Which doesn't help me at all because I don't want it to just do this at oh, friggin' crap. Might as well just done this one. I don't want it to do it like when it's pitch black. I want to do it when the light changes. This is why the Minecraft daylight sensor is so nice, because it gives you a rated output. So if it's a little bit sunny, you've got a little bit of a signal. If it's really sunny, you've got a strong signal. And then you can work with that to do some pretty cool things. I was under the impression you could do that in Better Than Wolves. But no. It's kind of like a hack. It's not real functionality. It's crap. And I don't know. I think the reason why it was working on the I think the reason why it was working on my creative world is either because it's broken in creative, or because I didn't have torches around it. But like, I'm gonna have torches around it. End of story. I'm not gonna have it so that I'm not gonna make it so that the daylight sensor causes mobs to spawn at my base. That defeats the friggin' purpose of having a daylight sensor or a daytime sensor. Defeats the purpose. If I have to make a daytime sensor by making sure that there is a there is no light next to it, then what's the friggin' point? It's gonna spawn mobs, and then they're going to wreak havoc on my base. And it's like, so I either spawn mobs, or I don't have a daylight sensor, or daytime sensor. And to me, that's just stupid. Really stupid. Now, I don't know why that's the functionality, but that's dumb. That needs to change. That's just flat out dumb. Unless, of course, I'm wrong. Change my mind, guys. Tell me how I make the daylight sensor, because I figure, well, okay, if a single torch up here or right over there is messing with this, right? If a single torch is doing it, then maybe it should have a different rated output, so that I lift this up higher, like for a torch, I'll put this up there, right? Because it's not direct torch. It's not like I've stuck a torch directly above it. Here. The torch is up here. And it looks like, in order to get my desired output, I've got to do this. Make it so there's absolutely no light. But then that defeats the purpose. Like, I am then creating a timer so that the daylight sensor can work. I just wasted a freaking diamond and all that gold for nothing, because I'm going to have to just create... You know what I'll do? I'll do the Minecraft thing. I'll create a timer that is set to reset every day. So I'll get a bunch of cobwebs, and I'll have an item move between the cobwebs and then despawn. You know, the cheaty crap way, because it doesn't work in Better Than Wolves. So all that work for nothing, because it'll never actually turn on or off. It'll just stay, because apparently torchlight right next to it screws with its ability to know what the heck it's doing. Which is really freaking annoying. You know, it's dumb. It really is. There are better ways to do that. A lot better ways to do that. And this is not it. Yeah, so even though I am so far away from any light, like right now, it's still getting sunlight. There we go. Okay. I've got to create a massive, ugly-as tower in the sky to get simple functionality. And it also completely blocks my way in as well. Because why not? Right? Why not? It's just so dumb. Yeah, I can't get out that way. Talk about dumb implementations. Alright, let's see if I can somehow... I mean, will that work? Or will light still go in? I don't know. This is... So what I'm now going to do, actually, is knock this whole entire dumb, ugly, repetitive, and stupid, and why the heck am I doing it, chimney, light chimney. I'm going to knock it down so I can build the light chimney somewhere else. The nonsensical, stupid, completely immersive, breaking chimney. I'm going to take it down. That's so dumb. And you know what? You know what's probably going to happen? You know what's probably going to happen? This is what's going to happen. I'm going to do this, right? I'm going to create this thing so that right now, if I place a block up top there, it stops. And you know what's going to happen? It's going to make it so that when the sun semi-sets, when the light level goes just slightly down, it's going to... So dumb. So dumb. Oh, so dumb. And that was dumb too. Come on. Got to move the whole system over anyway, so... So this is going to be the new... There we go. And then boop, 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 boop. I know I sing Better Than Wolves Praise often, because I do like the mod, but there are some things that just are not implemented well at all. But I mean, that's what you get when you have a single guy doing it, you know? I mean, he doesn't have all the time in the world to... Oh, come on. Yes, I'm going to do this right here and destroy every single semblance of water until I can get this thing set up properly. Anyway, so like I was saying, that's what you get when you have a single guy making the mod pack on his own and not getting outside help. That's what's going to happen. You're going to have things that aren't complete and aren't finished and aren't polished because it requires him to spend a lot of time, his time, getting it right and fixing the problems. And the problem is with that, he's a single individual, doesn't have all the time in the world. So it's not like he's a team. He's just a single guy. You know? Single guy doing the modding. And that doesn't always work out well. Code base wise, so. Yeah, anyway. So, I'm going to stop complaining about the stupidity of the way that this is currently set up. And why I have to sit here and make a really ugly tower just to get the light to do what I want to do. I'm just gonna not think about it. And here's the problem though, right? I'm gonna get all the way to the top there. Do I have any half slabs? I need half slabs because I get all the way up there, and guess what then? I'm gonna have mobs spawning at the top. Why are they spawning at the top, you might ask? Oh, because the light there's no light. Because if I put a light at the end of those, it'll probably still count as a visible light. Okay. Now the key is just to sit here and wait. Is this low enough? Is this not low enough? Once it hits darkness, we'll see. I'll be back if it does. Be right back. Houston, it works. Now just setting up a timer so that it's not always doing it would be good. And then to hopefully keep things from spawning. There we go. And then I'll just chop this down. Alright, so ugly ass tower for the single purpose. I'm not impressed, as you guys know. It's just dumb. Just dumb. Whatever. Okay, it works. Well, it partially works. We've got the sorry, I'm just doing this. So we've got the daylight sensor working, or sorry, the daytime sensor working. So now it should be on when it's morning and off when it's night. Yeah. Now part of what I need to do with that is create a little circuit that sends a single pulse to turn them on. That's timed, and then turn them off, because obviously I don't want this running all the time, because then that means that there's less production, and I think the mycelium might die. So that'll be next. I've kind of had enough of this at the moment. So yeah, I'm just gonna break this open to stop the cycle. Oop, wrong one. Oh, there we go. Sorry. Not enough light. Oh, anyway, so it's off. I'll have to figure out the single pulse tick that I need, and then we'll be good to go. I'm so sorry. It's so annoying. So annoying when you have to do those kind of dumb workarounds. You know? Well, I mean, yeah, it doesn't happen often where we have to do something like that for this mod pack. You know, it's quite good like that. You don't normally have to do that kind of stuff, but occasionally you do. Occasionally you may do a little workaround to get it working. So building a massive ugly tower is my workaround. So what I'll do is I'll think about how I'm going to do a single pulse, maybe watch a couple videos on how to do that, and I'll be right. Well, I won't be right back. This is the end of this video because I've just had enough of it. It's like 12:22 a.m. and I've just had plenty enough. So anyway, good night, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.